we have the final two play-in games for the Eastern Conference. We got the Charlotte Hornets against the Atlanta Hawks. And then for the Western Conference, we got the San Antonio Spurs going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Highly anticipated. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Wednesday night slate showdown for the play-in tournament between the Atlanta Hawks and the Charlotte Hornets. And then we got the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the San Antonio Spurs. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetJustD, and also on TikTok at Chef_D91. Okay, all that information will be down below as well. Right. If you are not currently a subscriber, we are at 815. We keep moving and moving and moving. 1K will be the cash giveaway. Let's keep pushing, because I'm one of few people that are putting out this type of content that are going over the play-in games, the playoff games, and I'm here to give you bangers. All right. Just for an example, I only had 2 bad picks. If you want to be 100% honest, from yesterday's video, Darius Garland came through. Paul George is balling currently. Bruce Brown had an awesome day with 18, 3 steals, 8 assists, 9, almost a triple-double. What a steal of a play right there. Andre Drummond came through with 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 steal. Let's see, Pat Bev is being scrappy right now. Kevin Durant had a great day with a nice double-double with 2 steals, 3 blocks, and 5 rebounds. The only people that did flounder were Seth Curry and Lauri Markkanen. Could have done better. All right, I should have went with Kevin Love, but always focus it. Here's a clue. Always focusing on the veterans in these play-in and playoff games, okay? If they got like a nice veteran off the bench that's getting solid minutes, they're probably going to lean on him, all right? So let's get into this Wednesday slate we got going on. Starting off at the point guard position, we're going to go with value, okay? We're going to go with value in a game where I think it's going to be highly fast-paced, up and down, a lot of points. I'm going to start out with Terry Rozier for the Charlotte Hornets here. Point guard and shooting guard eligibility for the Charlotte Hornets. And if we have a game here where it's going to be in the 120s, 130s, possibly back and forth, up and down, we need a score, okay? LaMelo Ball is a facilitator. Miles Bridges is a solid scorer as well, but someone that just can shoot the lights out and really go off. Terry Rozier can get you a 40 bomb at this nice price below 7K. Definitely going to take a shot on him going up against the Atlanta Hawks, because you already know Trae Young is going to come, and his boys are going to come shooting, firing threes all over the court. All right, so Terry Rozier is going to be one of my favorite plays at the point guard position. At this cheap price, he has the upsides. As you can see against Washington, 39 fantasy points in that game. Against Orlando, 41. If you want to continue to go back, he's been in the mid-range here, but it's not him taking the shot attempts. He just has to knock it down. All right. If we can get a little more consistency from his field goal percentage, bump that up, because he's taken over 15 to 20 field goal attempts in each and every game. That's not the problem. The problem is him putting the ball in the basket. The opportunity is there, and in this game, they're going to need his veteran leadership on this team. Okay, with a very young team, they're going to need Terry Rozier. So I like him at point guard. Let's go on to our shooting guard, and we have Bogdanovich for the Atlanta Hawks here. This is the number 2 key guy for the Atlanta Hawks. We have no John Collins. He is out. So it's Trae Young, and it goes straight to Bogdanovich, and then it kind of goes from either Gallinari, if they want to facilitate Clint Capella into the game. Those are options as well. But Bogdanovich is going to be easy money sniper in the corner where he's knocking down threes. As you can see, 4 of 9, 3 of 8, 6 of 9 against Washington. He took 12 threes against Toronto. So you see the upside there. He's getting right around 35 to 40 fantasy points in almost each and every game at below 6K. So we got value on this slate, okay? Tuesdays was a lot of high price guys. we see value in the Wednesday slate with some of these Rozier and Bogdanovich here at 5,700. Someone that can go for 35 to 40. Yes, I will definitely plug them in what's going to be a very back and forth scoring environment. Let's go over to our small forward position, and I spoke about him already, and that is Miles Bridges for the Charlotte Hornets. This man has been pretty good all year long. He can definitely put up points in bunches. Can he provide peripherals? Okay, a very nice performance against Chicago, where he scored 20 real points in that particular game. That was a blowout. That's understandable. In the previous 4 matchups in going up against the Atlanta Hawks, he has averaged 43 fantasy points. This is one of the weaknesses to the Atlanta Hawks, especially with no John Collins. I want to attack the power forward / center position. They really don't have a center that they can utilize offensively, so we're gonna focus in on the power forward spot, and that's Miles Bridges. You could look at for a cheaper option than PJ Washington, who he can be a value play as well, but someone that's going to be more score heavy and more facilitating and rebounds. He contributes in all facets. Miles Bridges is going to be your guy at 7,100. He has fallen where he was almost, what was he, 8K before? He was 7'9", 7'9", 8K. Yes, he was 8K. He has fallen all the way down to 7,100, and this is the perfect matchup going up against an older veteran in Danilo Gallinari. Yes, we'll speak about him very soon, but a mismatch that he can definitely exploit. I love Miles Bridges at 7,100. Let's go over to a power forward, and I just spoke about him. We want a veteran in these playoff type games. We have one here in Danilo Gallinari. He's going to be stepping in for John Collins, taking these minutes at the power forward position. DeAndre Hunter, Danilo Gallinari, these are going to be the forwards for the Atlanta Hawks, going alongside of Clint Capella. He could definitely stretch out this defense going up against the Charlotte Hornets, and his key is knocking down the 3-ball. When he knocks down the 3-ball, he definitely exceeds his value at 5,200. I think that's a great price. And if he's knocking down those threes, as you can see against Houston, 6 of 8, has 38 fantasy points. Against Washington, 4 of 7, he had 45 fantasy points in that game. 10x in that game, and almost 10x in the Houston game. They only moved his price to 5,200. This is a big money game. They're going to need all the scores. It's going to be a back and forth game environment. None of these teams play defense. Danilo Gallinari is going to be our power forward at 5,200. Next, we'll go over to our center position, and we have a nice little mismatch here that we want to exploit. Feed the big man, okay? Play-in, playoff games, everything gets tighter, everything more half-court type of basketball, and you need to feed your big man. We got Jonas Valanciunas going up against the San Antonio Spurs. This is a matchup he has exploited already this year. In 4 previous games, has averaged 40 fantasy points. We want a little bit more from him. He's getting a double-double guaranteed. 17 and 11 pretty much he's averaging against this particular team. Can he boost it up with 15 rebounds? Can he give us a little more assists? He already averages 3.5, and he averages 0.8 blocks per game against the San Antonio Spurs. So I like him as a center position. Nice key cog, and you move on, because I gave you a lot of cheap guys already. Bogdanovich is cheap. Danilo Gallinari is cheap, and I got some more value plays for you as well. But J-Val is a nice key cog to move in, who's going to get you a solid double-double, and then you move on to some other spots, all right? So J-Val is going to be our center of the night, all right? Let's continue on. Going on to our value plays, and then the lock of the night, all right? I have another center for you, and that's going to be Jakob Poeltl at 6,900. I just like his price, okay? They're going to be banging down low between the Pelicans and the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl provides big upside with the block area as well. Great rebounder. He is 6,900 on Fanduel, and he is 6,600 on DraftKings. As you can see, in games, he's getting a ton of minutes, which he usually does, as long as he stays out of foul trouble. That's not really his problem, because he is a veteran's veteran. He's going to get you a double-double, going to provide solid work. And if he can go over that range of 15 to 16 to 17 points, you're really cashing in a very nice center here in Jakob Poeltl. In previous games against the Pelicans, he is averaging 35.6 points a game, okay, fantasy points a game. averaging double-double, 2.8 assists, 2.3 blocks a game. So that's what you really want to see. Pretty much well above his average. He averages 1.7 blocks, but against the Pelicans, he's getting 2.3. So we got a lot of eager guys, a lot of young guys for the Pelicans trying to drive the lane, and Pirtle is there always to get you a nice shot block. We're checking in on a double-double as well, so that's great value to have Jakob Pirtle as your second option at the center position. All right, now we're going to our value plays, and we got a couple veterans here. All right, Kelly Oubre is getting into that veteran status, six-man status. As you can see, he is 4,500 on Fanduel. If we're looking at him on DraftKings, let's see, Kelly Oubre is 3,900, even cheaper. Talk about moving, get you a nice solid key cog in one of those util spots with Kelly Oubre. He fits in the guard or forward position on DraftKings. He's going to be instant offense coming off the bench, knocking down some threes. Already averages 21 fantasy points against Atlanta at a very nice price at 3,900. I can see maybe you get a scenario where they need his scoring ability because Atlanta's blowing him out. He comes off the bench, provides a nice 10-0 spurt where he's popping in a couple threes, being very active on the defensive side, getting a couple steals. Kelly Oubre at 3,900 is a perfect option for the Wednesday slate. Someone that's going to really come in and provide some energy for that second unit. I love him at that price. All right, next guy we got is Josh Richardson. All right, he's really come along in this San Antonio Spurs offense, coming off the bench as a six-man. Kind of moved over Lonnie Walker. He's taken and being more aggressive. Struggled in teams with the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. But Josh Richardson, I think, has found a little nice niche with the San Antonio Spurs. He's 4,100 on FanDuel and 4,600 on DraftKings. I'm willing to pay this price because I'm seeing an increase in minutes. I'm seeing the productivity. When's the last time I see him shoot threes like this and putting up double-digit real points almost each and every game? 18 points against Dallas, his former team. 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. That was solid. Him against the Minnesota Timberwolves, 11, 6, and 3. That was another solid performance from him as well. 27 fantasy points against Denver. So he's coming off the bench. They might need a little punch because they got, Joshua Primo, who's going to be starting. He's a rookie. They might need to rely on a veteran in Josh Richardson, and I love him at his price at 4,600 and 4,100 on FanDuel. And then we have the lock of the night. The lock of the night will be Trae Young. I hope you feel it, baby. It's getting cold. This man is cold-blooded. You know what he did against the New York Knicks. Now he is home in this environment in a play-in game going up against the Charlotte Hornets, which should be very, very fun to watch. Trae Young is going to be, oh my God, he is going to be chucking up the threes. We're going to definitely play him at his price at, what, 10,100 on FanDuel. And then we're looking at Trae Young. I think they bumped it up just a little bit more, 10,600. He has big home road splits, as you can see, averaging 51 fantasy points at home. This is where he really tends to go off, besides playing in the Garden. But averaging 44 during the season against Charlotte. I think this is a great choice as the lock of the night. I know you got other guys in DeJounte Murray. He's a solid option. He's a triple-double candidate. You could definitely go towards him. But I think Trae Young is definitely going to put up something similar to 35 to 40 real points. Hopefully double-digit assists, chipping with a couple rebounds, and you got a great night from your star player in a big, big game. So give me Trae Young as the lock of the night, all right? Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any other suggestions at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, value play, or lock of the night. We'll definitely discuss that down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. And also, I'll be back very, very soon with another video. Peace out.